What's up, you guys? Welcome to another channel status update video. Because these videos are so few and far between, I never really know what to say in these videos. With my manga reviews, there's a structure to it, and I know what I want to say. I know the message that I want to convey at the end of the video, and I just keep recording until I find the right words and the video sounds right and I upload it. With these videos, it's pretty much firing from the hip and kind of winging it, basically. So I finally took the step and opened up a Patreon. Now, for years I've been putting it off because when I was in the YouTube partnership program, or the monetization thing, I was making some revenue for my videos, whether it was a couple of cents to $1 a video. I was proud of that, and I didn't want to inconvenience my subscribers or viewers by asking for pledges on Patreon. Also, I kind of stubbed my nose down at Patreon in a sense because I didn't really like the idea of taking handouts from subscribers. I was against that at the time, and with time, opinions change and situations change, basically, and life comes crashing down in waves. Right now, I have to pay the cost of school. I have tuition payments that I have to pay out of pocket with my own money. I have loans that I have to pay with my own money. There are living expenses that I have to take care of myself. And that being said, it really slows down or halts the progress that I'm making for some of the projects that I have for this channel. There are a lot of things that I would like to save up for, like equipment such as better microphones, better cameras, better editing software, different consoles, recording equipment, streaming equipment, laptop, computer, etc., etc. Things like that I could really start to branch out my content and do gaming content, do let's plays, live streams, giveaways, things that I feel I would really enjoy for the channel. I feel that my subscribers would really enjoy for the channel. And when you have to pay $100 for some class website that you really don't have to go to, that the professor really didn't have to put down in the first place, or when you have to pay $130 for a laptop screen repair out of nowhere, it really starts to put a strain on your wallet, on top of everything else that you're pretty much taking care of anyway. And with creating content, you know, you want to see growth, you want to see change, you want to evolve, you want to adapt, you want to continue to move up and up. And sometimes when there's not that upward movement, there's this stagnant feeling. And that stagnant feeling of not making any progress, or not going forward, or not really doing the type of content that you want to do, or not being at the level of quality that you want to be at, or providing to your subscribers or your viewers what you want to provide for them, it can get very demoralizing in a sense. And that kind of interferes with the enthusiasm to make videos, I'm trying to say, I suppose. It really hinders that. There are times where I just kind of, I read a manga, I see a manga that I think is interesting, and I want to do a recording on it. Then I think about all the time and the effort that the recording is going to take, because in most of my manga review videos, this is about 60 to 70 retakes over and over and over and over. Because for me, even saying a word wrong, even mispronouncing a certain word, or saying a certain word out of order, for me, requires a retake. I might be 12 minutes into the video talking about a manga, and if I missay a sentence, for me, that is a huge flaw that I'm just going to have to pretty much scrap that whole recording and do a retake again. And sometimes that gets frustrating. You know, it gets frustrating doing 60 to 70 retakes over and over just to get the perfect video, in my opinion, or just to get a video that I think is good enough to actually upload to the channel for my viewers to watch and listen to. Or better yet, sometimes there's just not good manga out there. There are good manga out. There is good manga out there, but access to it is very limited. And sometimes you have to go to certain websites. Sometimes you have to buy it from certain places. And for me, sometimes I just don't have the funds to actually just buy the manga and, you know, wait for it to come in and do a review on it. And that's frustrating. It's frustrating when there's things that I want to talk about on the channel, where there's content that I want to do on the channel, but my funds don't allow me to do that. And with Patreon, I have watched and I am subscribed to several channels that I really greatly respect. Most of them gaming channels, some of them review channels, and they have Patreons, and the way they seem to work with their patrons and the way that Patreon seems to work for them is something that I wish to have as well. So I guess my pitch and my message to my subscribers and viewers is, if you like the content on my channel right now, and if you want to see this upward growth and quality, and you want to see different types of content such as let's play videos, gameplay videos, live streams, and other types of content with vlogs, traveling, music, singing, pretty much things that I can try to experiment with and, you know, take a shot at, then pledge some money towards my Patreon. There are 2 tiers at the moment. The first tier gives you Discord access, where you will be able to join a server and directly communicate with me and other patrons. And then the second tier is where you get to actually individually pick videos that I will be recording. Whether this is a manga series that you want to see on the Manga Sutra Manga Review, or whether this is a vlog topic where you want to ask me a question, or you want to hear a story that I have had in real life, or something along those lines. Now, the first tier is relatively inexpensive, $1 a month. Anybody can afford that, I hope. And then the second tier is $3 a month. Now, with the benefits of both tiers, the pick a video, pick a vlog, that will be relatively solid. There won't be any additional benefits outside of the shoutouts in those videos. As for Discord access, there might be more benefits as time goes by and as I get a better feel for Patreon, because right now I'm still trying to work out the benefits. I'm still trying to work out what the tiers are and how to work with the tiers and how to handle patrons and so on and so forth, because like I said, this is all new to me. You know, my whole life has always been me being, you know, up to like a slow start. It takes a while for me to get there, but once I get there, I really get there. So I'm still trying to figure out Patreon. I'm still trying to figure out how to work with patrons. I'm still trying to figure out these benefits. So if you pledge and, you know, there are some things that you find lacking, let me know. And as with my Patreon, you are free to, you know, unpledge. You're free to stop pledging at any time where you feel the content or the quality isn't up to your standards. The current goal I have is to get around $150 in a month. And why $150? Better webcam, or better camera, better microphone, and access to better editing software. Mostly editing software, because software is expensive, and the current editing software I have is free, but there are features in other editing software that I really like and I really think would make my videos actually flow well, and that would actually do well. And there's a lot of actual there's a lot of tribute videos and AMVs and all the other stuff that I do in my spare time that I really love to do, and I really used to love to do when I was a lot younger, but I didn't have the editing software to really make it a big time thing. And if I have the editing software, I can do AMVs and tributes, and I can actually, you know, better edit together my manga review videos. This saves me retakes, because with my manga reviews, those things usually take 60 to 70 retakes. It doesn't matter if it's a word out of place or mispronunciation. I just scrap the whole recording and do it over again until everything is perfect in my opinion, and then upload it. If I have access to better editing software and better tools and resources, I can lower the amount of retakes that I have to do drastically. You know, I can just pretty much clip everything together more smoothly than I can with the current editing software that I have. I don't really like editing my videos too much. I don't really like, you know, cutting and pasting clips together and all of that, because to me it's too obvious. The transition isn't smooth enough, and for me editing is a chore in itself. It's a beautiful chore, don't get me wrong, sometimes, but it's definitely a chore and a half, and having the correct editing software really makes a big difference from it being a chore to it being something that you can really enjoy and you can have a hobby out of. I guess I don't know what else to say for this status update, besides I'm going to be more active as far as uploading content for the channel. And as far as subscribers, you're going to see the Patreon link in the description and in the comment section of this video, as well as a link to my Facebook page where you can like my Facebook page. And if you have any personal messages or suggestions for the channel, you can message me there, or you can pretty much comment below in this video. Whichever one is, you know, more comfortable for you, go for it. This is VM. Like you guys. Bye.